first of all, I guess that you are feeling excited about this new release.
I am, yes, I can't wait. It's been a long time coming. So, tomorrow is finally the day when it'll be released digitally. I am making physical copies for this EP, and they're going to be a little bit later just because it's been difficult to organize things with, I don't know, there's, there aren't many restrictions left in the UK, but there are a few. So, it's going to be a little bit later.
Okay, so let's talk about let's focus on the good side of things and this digital release and this quite interesting selection of songs that you have chosen for this record. Um, First of all, I wanted to ask you why do you decided to do this EP with this concept related to cinema and soundtracks?
Well, I don't know if you remember, I think you very kindly shared it on Blueberry Musica's social media, but back in February for Valentine's Day, I released a single, Cinema Paradiso. And that came about from one afternoon. I think it was raining outside, and I'd gone to find my old DVD collection of foreign films, of foreign language films, which I love, and Cinema Paradiso was one of them. So I put it on, and I kind of remembered how beautiful Ennio Morricone's score is, and especially Cinema Paradiso, which we all know and have heard sang by so many artists. Josh Groban, Catherine Jenkins, everybody has a version of this beautiful song.
Mhm.
And I decided that I wanted to sing that as my as a single for Valentine's. And then the cinema concept kind of came out of there. So it came from, I don't know, talking about my love of foreign language films and just film music in general, really. So here we are with cinema.
I should have known I'd live alone. Just goes to show that the blood you bleed is just the blood you owe. We were a
What really
pair
caught my attention was the fact that you included
I
the latest Bond theme song by Billie Eilish, No Time to Die. You were compelled by the melody. Do you think that it has the potential to become a greatest hit like the other songs that you have chosen for this record?
Ooh, well, I wanted to include something really current on the EP, and James Bond has just been released, so I wanted to include a film track that was current because there are a few on there that have been out a while, and they've become, as you say, very well known. I don't know. I mean, all of the James Bond theme songs are incredible, aren't they? And they've been sang by so many wonderful artists over the years. I love Billie Eilish's theme tune. I loved recording my own version of it. Who knows? I think it has the potential. So we'll see.
You have recorded almost for each song a music video. Do you find that it's more easier to welcome listeners of classical crossover and soundtracks to your musical universe by making these music videos that are with different locations?
I guess so. I mean, everything has become so visual these days, hasn't it? And especially while I wasn't performing during lockdowns, I guess it was a way of a sort of performance to share with people to go with the audio. And even though I think everybody knows, of course, that you record the audio separately for music videos, it's not live. I wasn't singing on top of a cliff top gladiator. I think there would have been a bit of wind noise and maybe a random seagull. So, but I guess it's a way of you can still portray the emotion behind your recording then and show the audience how you wanted it to come across as if it were a performance. So I think I think music videos are great. I don't know. I hope they add something. I hope they add some visual element to the song and just you know add something. Yeah.
Yeah, what really it's I really like your latest video of the Billie Eilish song because I think it gave another twist, elegant but also epic at the same time twist with all the petals, the rose petals, and being a stage. It was a like a really astounding video and a
Oh,
great
thank you
introduction to
so much.
this EP.
Yes, well, those rose petals, we actually had 4,000 rose petals that we dropped from the theatre rafters. And I think, you could do that shot over and over and over again, but we probably would have needed more rose petals. So we actually only did the shot twice. And I had a fantastic videographer, lighting technician, and everybody was ready to go to get it get it right. Because I think the first time we did it, the petals landed, a little bit on my forehead or something. So we had to do it one more time, and then it was perfect and we got it right for the video. But it was a lot of fun. I've never seen myself look that way in a video or ever before. I had hair and makeup done in the kind of glam, old-fashioned way. And it was fun to see myself dressed that way for the day. I say, becoming a Bond girl for the day.
That's right. In fact, it is like this style, like a Bone Girl. It
Mm.
was really what caught my attention because, as you have said, it's like a new look that maybe we haven't seen that much before. So it's really interesting that you show that facet or face of yours for this new conceptual album or EP. As I was preparing the questions, I came across with the idea that another Welsh singer has been the most invited singer to record Bond songs over the years. That is called Shirley Bassey. Do you know her? Have you ever came across with the idea of doing a song from hers?
My gosh, well, Dame Shirley Bassey is incredible, isn't she? I do not know her, no. I met her once in Buckingham Palace when I was performing, and she was there and she was congratulating some of the performers afterwards. And yeah, it's a moment I'll never forget. She complimented me on my ball gown, and she's worn so many fantastic, incredible dresses. It was a pretty special moment for me. But did you say, would I sing one
Yes.
of a Shirley Bassey song? I love the Bond themes that Shirley Bassey sang. So, Goldfinger, Diamonds Are Forever. I think she did more, didn't she? I can't think from the top of my head
Yeah, I
now.
think Moonraker was
Ah,
the other
that's the
one.
one. Yeah. She's got such an iconic voice. I can't imagine those songs being sung any other way than the way she sings them. So, some of the songs that Shirley Bassey has sung, for example, World in Union, there's some fantastic recordings of Shirley Bassey singing them on YouTube and places. I would sing something like that we've come to associate with her, but perhaps not one of her iconic songs, just because I don't know how I would sing Goldfinger, maybe in a concert for fun. Who knows?
So when we started talking, you mentioned, you quickly mentioned about these restrictions are currently on the UK, and I have prepared a question of where you were planning to do this live presentation of this album, or you will continue to do this bit from the virtuality and the virtual world.
Well, for now, yes, I'm hoping that there'll be a time where I can, sing these songs from the new EP virtually for now. However, especially for classical concerts, because the West End and musical theatre has been back in the UK for a little while now, but classical concerts are coming back a little slower. I think just because sometimes the audience age range is possibly, it tends to be a little bit older in general in the UK. So people are a little bit cautious, but they are coming back for later in the year. So I'm hoping to organise a big Christmas concert, a few Christmas concerts. I have some concerts coming up with male voiced choirs and some lovely classical concerts in some venues in the UK. So there's lots of things coming up, and I need to put them on my website and tell people about them very soon, which I will do. But it's looking more positive, so there will be performances in person before long.
You know, Christmas for me it's the most classical crossover time of the year because you find these jazz pieces, pop pieces, and at the same time these classical pieces all joined together in one playlist, and you can hear them all in every single place that you go for shopping, for having a dinner, and whatsoever. And
Yeah.
and as you were talking about this, I wanted to ask you, do you still go back to your more classical roots?
Yes. Well, yes, I do. So I'm looking forward to, I have a concert of Handel's Messiah coming up where I'm singing the soprano soloist in a lovely, well-known, prestigious hall in Wales. It's called the Brangwyn Hall, and it's a beautiful place to sing. So I am still doing classical concerts in that sense. I wouldn't say no to singing strictly classically. It's difficult because I still sing in a classical way when I sing classical crossover. It's a different genre, isn't it? And it's a genre that's coming into its own, because really crossover is, as you suggested, all sorts of music kind of arranged or performed in a classical way. So I'd have all sorts of classical music, be that, opera, oratorio, song, or crossover pieces. As long as I sing them in my way, then I'm very happy.
So to wrap up, your cinema EP is coming out, and it's will be on streaming platforms. I guess Spotify, iTunes. Do I pen someone else of the streaming platforms, or Spotify and
Yes,
iTunes?
it will be on all the usual digital platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, they're the big ones. My videos are all on YouTube, and I post about these on social media. So there'll be links from my website as well, which is ellenwilliams.co.uk.
That I fall for a line. You are never on my side. Fool me once, fool me twice. Higher death or paradise. No, you'll never see me cry. There's just no time to die. I let it burn. You're no longer my concern. Oh, faces from my past return.